We have to stay 6 feet apart. Yo.
Just make sure there's a little space between you guys. Slow up, slow up.
Yes, flying here. God. Hello. Hi. Shit, this thing doesn't
to get here safely and that we have the opportunity to have this graduation because we know that a lot of seniors around the world are having to miss out on this. We ask that you please be with us during this ceremony, continue to bless us and keep us safe, and be with all of the graduates as we get ready to enter into a new chapter of our lives. Help us to remember to keep you in our hearts and to trust your plan for us. We love you and thank you for loving us. Amen. Pray amen.
Woo!
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is my honor today to welcome friends, families, and teachers to our graduation day at Atlanta Adventist Academy. We gather here to celebrate the achievements of all the beloved seniors, the class of 2020.
Yay!
Even though this graduation day is bizarre and different from any other, we are extremely grateful that the staff members had all this worked out and successfully create a somewhat normal graduation. Thank you all for coming, and I hope we all enjoy this unique graduation day. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm sure that I can speak for my class in saying that we are so thankful that this day has come. As our class verse says, we have fought the good fight and have finished the race. With COVID-19, it really affected a lot of the memories that we had hoped to make this year. However, we were able to bond together and make the best out of it. As we go out into the real world, as the adults call it, I'm sure we will face many more trials, but we don't have to be worried about facing it alone, because we know that God is always going to be with us and will be there to support us through everything. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." We are about to enter into a new chapter and have different dreams that we're going to follow. As we leave each other, we must remember to trust in God's plan for us. Many of us are going our separate ways. Even though we may not see each other in this life, we can be certain that we will see each other in heaven. Because not only have we been prepared to live a life of excellence and service in this world, but also in the world to come. We are the future, and I can't wait to see what we all accomplish.
Not I, but Christ, to lift the weary burden. Not I, but Christ, to hush away all fear.
So this is the parents' tribute. Everyone's going to say something like thank you to parents.
Hello. All right. For my parent tribute, I want to thank my mom. Huge thanks. You know, we've been through everything. We've been through so many things, and I just want to tell you that I love you so much. And like we would always say, you and me together forever. Te quiero mucho, mami.
Hi, for my parent tribute, I'd like to say thank you to my parents first and foremost. Thank you for the sacrifice, and thank you to all my family members who couldn't come today, but are still with me in spirit, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you for the teachers as well. It's been a really good experience at AAA, and thank you for the support and help.
Well, where do I begin? There is literally so much to say. However, we'll start from the beginning. As you may or may not know, if it wasn't for these two wonderful set of human beings known as my parents, I would not be here, like literally. So I want to thank you to my parents for being there for me since day one, and I want to thank you to anyone else that has been instrumental in my life. I love you all.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to say thank you for all coming here. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all the teachers and my mom and my dad. Thank you.
Yay!
First, I would like to thank my mom, the person who I love the most in this world. Mẹ ơi, con muốn dành lời cảm ơn đi cho mẹ. Con cảm ơn mẹ vì suốt thời gian qua đã luôn bên cạnh con, lắng nghe những lời con nói, thấu hiểu cảm xúc của con. Mẹ không chỉ là người mẹ tốt nhất mà còn là người bạn thân cận kề bên con, và là người cô giáo luôn dẫn dắt và dạy dỗ con nên người. Thank you. I love you.
Yay!
Alright, so first off, I want to thank my mom for all those years of teaching me and just being there for me. Without that there in the very beginning, I do not believe I'd be standing here with what I have achieved. Secondly, I'd like to thank my dad for showing me how to be a hardworking, persevering individual. From all those times, clearing out the brush, which we both know was never ending, to just, showing me how to be an example through the way you work. Finally, I just want to thank you both for being, just amazing parents, for guiding me in the right ways in life, and I couldn't have asked for better parents. I love you guys.
Yay!
I just want to thank my mom and my dad for being the parents that I can stand here and say are responsible for everything I've done in my life. And I want to just credit everything that I've succeeded in, everything I've done, to my two parents, because forever, from this point forward, everything I do is for God and for you. I love you.
Okay, so we walk from this side.
First of all, I just want to thank my parents. They pushing me to cross the board, study here, and who's supporting me all the time when I need help. And I just want to say thank you for every AAA staff and teachers. You guys really helped me a lot, because when I first come here, I really don't know how to speak English, and everything is unique for me and new for me, and you guys gave me a lot of help. So I just want to say thank you guys.
Yay! I'm about to give my speech, and I'm so nervous. Ready?
17 years, 11 months, and 15 days ago, you guys brought me into this world. Back then, it seemed like an event like my high school graduation was far away in the future. But look where we are now. Where has all that time gone? Truth is, I would not have been able to reach this milestone without you guys' love and support. Thanks for pushing me to do the best work that I can and study hard and work diligently. Thanks to both of you for instilling godly values in me from a young age and having me active in church. This has helped me become a better leader and a person. And thanks for putting God first at home and helping me to develop a personal relationship with God.
First, I want to say thank you to my mom who just arrived. I'm going to say it in my language.
and thanks to the staff. Every one of you, thank you so much for being patient and doing everything you can for every student. Thank you. I love you all.
Okay. So, hello everyone. So, I have a lot to say, but I'm very worried right now. But anyway, so I just want to say a very, very huge, big, whatever. Thank you for my parents from helping me a lot to help me to study abroad here. I know that they work very, very hard to help me to come here and experience all the new things and just the things that we don't have in our country, Vietnam. And I really miss you, like, even though you're not here today, but I can feel you and stuff. So a lot of time I really missed your cooking and hugging me and stuff. I know, living by myself, I learned how to cook, but it sucks. And yeah, I just really want to see you sometime soon. And another thank you to my older brother there. He's there with me. We didn't have a lot of time growing up together. We're 12 years apart, but recently we moved together, and I just start to feel like we are just making connections, and he's cooking for me. And yeah, just show me a lot of indirect love, and I love that, bro. And my uncle over there, yeah, he drives me to everywhere, AZ, BC, whatever, and I love that. Thank you.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for being here today. First of all, I want to thank my mom and dad for everything. They always been there for me. They work very hard, even though they don't, have okay. Nula pa no tunga lungdam ma nge no we haksanan tu na te ko adi nga di taka na ne sem na te jung nahi na kem to kam to gyan ding jung lungala taka gyan the king ayang ngai lungdam ma mai to gyan no me. And second, I would like to thank our class sponsor, Mr. Hamer and Mr. Review. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. So they saved us from online graduation. So thank you very much. And I also would like to thank all the staff member. You guys are like friend to me. So if I'm too comfortable, I'm sorry, but you guys don't have to do me no more. So yeah, I really want to thank you guys for everything. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Alright, hello everyone. I just want to say a special thank you to my parents for working so hard to make sure that I always have really good Christian Adventist education, and something that I wanted to take part in. My parents would always drive me up here and take time out of their busy lives to make sure that I was getting a full experience of high school. I also want to thank all of the teachers at AAA for just making us feel so at home. I feel like you guys go the extra mile to make sure that we know that we're loved and cared for, and not just at school, but inviting us into your home and doing special things for us. So I just want to thank you guys for that.
Woo! Finally some water.
Mamá y papá, los quiero agradecer primero por venir tan lejos a este país para que me pueda dar un estudio bien. También los quiero agradecer por todos los sacrificios que hicieron por mí para poder venir a esta escuela. Los quiero mucho. Gracias. And I want to thank all the staff for making this year wonderful. Thank you.
The coronavirus did take away things and people, but it also gave something, time and space. And I just really appreciate that I got voted by you guys to be the class president. You guys gave me the support to try to do things that I wanted to do, even though I was not perfect. So after making mistakes, now I'm standing here saying from the bottom of my heart to you, my fellow peers, that you'll be fine no matter what happens. So far, the usual evaluation speech. Now I have something else more fun and change your perspective. The weather is nice, yeah. Very windy. Okay, can I give a clap, please? Some rap! Coffee, toasty, slide of peanut butter and jelly. Happy, excited day to come, getting ready. 2020 classic in the soccer field without fear. After all of those funny cancellations, under the sunlight, not worrying about the inflation. Listening to the speech of inspiration. The ceremony is undoubtedly special, cause we got that love, passion, success in our vessel. People ask, what do we get out of this day? Quite a few airs and right back this melody, yeah. After all those empathies stand for Corona. Later we should get ice cream flavor vanilla. 60 teams with 60 personalities. Sergio up here with her collection of Cody. And not leaving class without asking any question. Kristara leaving my on, is that an obsession? Dakota collecting old cars. Daisy's keep partition, sorry not sorry. Wet morning start with Coop say good way. Gerard is the boy of themes with anything. George is the good boy with the lamest jokes. E-Friend, CEO, Magic, CD, Dial Cop. Laquan, sure you hear him before you see him. Sing loudest without trying art. Esther, laugh at anything on my hook. Kaylee work hard, play hard, still has holiday. So sharp, sneak far to other continents. CJ, you the best shadow, get all the confidence. Link black hair rapper ain't worrying about tomorrow. So what she worries about today is gotta finish the final line, yeah. Mic drop. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of presenting our class flag and our class gift. So we're going to start with our class gift. And we thought of something that could be used in the school that wouldn't just be put in a closet or the school be able to have something that they could use. So we wanted to make the water fountain experience at AAA luxurious. And we did so by gifting the school with the LK Easy H2O water fountain. I was honored with the task of designing our class flag. Our class flag is basically in keeping with the theme of our colors. It is navy blue with a rim of gold, and on the inside it says, "Seniors, this is our year." I wanted to be able to motivate our seniors that even though with coronavirus and this has been a crazy year, one of the craziest in history, this is still our year. We still graduated. Nothing was able to hold us back from graduating. And I wanted that to be a motivation to us seniors that we're trying to do even though things are holding us back. Also on the flag, there's a checkered banner, and I wanted to show that we have finished the race. We are no longer seniors. We have graduated. We are freshmen in college, and we wanted to remind everybody that we're done, and we've done what we've set out to do, and we're finished.
Oh my God. So.
Done with that.
Nope.
Is this thing on?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, faculty, welcome to the celebration of the Atlanta Adventist Academy graduating class of 2020.
Yay!
I was recently told that nobody ever remembers this speech unless it's bad. So I plan to make this the worst speech you have ever heard so that I can be remembered. Listen, I am so incredibly proud of each one of you. Man, it feels like just yesterday I was trying to get all of you to pay attention. And now here we are, doing the exact same thing. I can still see my classroom so vividly. Coop would be trying to hide in the ceiling, which actually happened. Or he was busy getting kicked out of someone else's classroom. Daisy would be speaking Vietnamese very loudly with Anne. Anne would be talking back very quietly, pretending that she wasn't as guilty as Daisy was. Kaylee would be attempting to watch a movie until I take her iPad to watch it for her. She would then proceed to fall asleep. I'm pretty sure she could fall asleep in the middle of her own presentation.
Oh my God.
Is she sleeping now? George would be reading something very interesting in Chinese and have no idea what we were actually talking about. Lynn would probably be daydreaming about her next social media post or posting something on her own Instagram. In fact, she doesn't know this, but sometimes I would post something to my own Instagram just to see who checked their phone and read my story in class. Okay, Dakota would be trying to figure out how in the world to beat me in chess. He's still trying to figure that one out. Sin Sing would be sitting quietly, praying that I don't ask her to answer a question. Saoirse, I think, was singing or talking or composing a symphony. I don't really know because she usually didn't hear me ask her a question. Gerard, on the other hand, would answer a question so deeply and so quietly that the rest of the class would have their eyes glaze over. Sergio, where was Sergio? I don't know, not in class. He was, but maybe not mentally sometimes. Love you, Sergio. CJ would be so backlit that I just figured he put a silhouette on the screen and walked away. Esther, I am absolutely positive, would be watching K-dramas. In fact, if we could have figured out how to make Bible into a Korean drama, I am positive she would have turned in her homework. Ephraim would probably be trying to look up Prada bags on his iPad. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see how Kristara and Laquan fit into this picture, but I'm sure they added their own distinct flavor to this class. Class of 2020, you are different. You are unique. You always have been. And honestly, it's no surprise. If I could summarize your experience at AAA in one word, I might summarize it with the word change. You've grown up in a world of immense change. You were born right after 9/11, an event which changed so much about how our society operates. You grew up and became young people in the midst of the financial recession of 2008. Then you witnessed endless fighting between nations and terrorists. You became adolescents during the rise of ISIS. You've watched as our own nation has been torn apart by political fighting and a rise of hatred. Now you are becoming adults in the middle of the most life-changing worldwide event that has happened in a generation, the coronavirus. Things have changed drastically, and there is no playbook for what you are experiencing. I'm sure each one of you has experienced fears and anxiety about the future with everything that is going on. Yes, you've gone through a lot of change. Yet as difficult as change may be, it always comes with opportunity. You might have heard a lot of people talking about the new normal. Have you guys heard about the new normal? This is the idea that what used to be normal 3 months ago is no longer normal anymore. We are going into a new and uncharted world. When people talk about the new normal, I often hear a sadness because they miss the old normal. But do we really want to return to the way things were before? Do we want to go back to a time where people lacked real faith? Where racism and sexism were normal? Where people were workaholics and only slowed down because a global pandemic forced them to take some rest? Where the focus was on making money and not on making the world a better place? I submit to you that's not the answer. I give you a better invitation. Choose a new normal. Did you hear me? Class of 2020, you get to decide what the new normal is. Your voice, your values, what you accept and deny, this is what will absolutely shape the future of this planet. One of my favorite authors, Oswald Chambers, says this: the things we are going through either are making us sweeter, better, more nobler men and women, or they are making us more captious, which means petty, and fault-finding, more insistent upon our own way. The things that happen either make us fiends or they make us saints. It depends entirely upon the relationship we are in to God. My friends, a lot of obstacles and stumbling blocks have been placed in front of your generation. The world events that shaped and are shaping your young lives are earth-shattering and challenging. In addition, each one of you has your own personal stories and struggles. For example, you had to experience the challenges of high school and a high school without a cafeteria. Am I right? You've had to navigate and wrestle with a whole host of issues that many of us older people did not have to wrestle with when we were your age. The rise of incredible technology and invasive social media. Many, many things to wrestle with. You now have a choice. You can find yourself being petty and bitter about the negatives in your experience, or you can see this as a golden opportunity. You, class of 2020, are the new normal. I charge you to take that very seriously. What you accept will be acceptable. What you deny will ultimately be rejected. I urge you, in seeing the great needs of this world, to learn from the mistakes of the old normal. We need men and women who live their lives according to the Bible passage, Micah 6:8. The Lord has told you what is good, and this is what he requires: to do what is right, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. We need men and women who choose people over profit margins, faith over financial gain, wisdom over workaholism, kindness over criticism, evangelism over exploitation, respect over racism, equality over ego. To summarize, we need Jesus followers and not simply religious people. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Well, there's just one thing I want to say to you guys. You are done with AAA. AAA is not done with you. You're done with my class. I'm not done with you. I've given you one final homework assignment, if you guys remember. 15 years, $500 on the table. Let's see who can do it. It's that long-term homework assignment. An ending is not just an ending. An ending is also a beginning. You are done with your high school, but it's not the only ending. You will be moving on to new, different, greater things. If you ever need someone, there are plenty of people at AAA pushing for you, pulling for you. Depending on which direction you're going in, we're trying to get you the other way. No, just kidding. You know, you can always contact us. You know, you can always contact me. My wife is here, so I'm gonna say it, and then she's gonna attack me later. But if you guys want some food, you know where to go.
Yay!
Alright, so this is the end of the video for graduation for the class of 2020. And yeah, as you guys can see, that is a very long video, but I just try my best to capture all the moments and the messages that I and other people in the school wanted to bring it to our class of 2020 and also other seniors around the world. Yeah, we are the generation of change, and we should definitely work hard, play hard, and find the things that we are passionate about and then contribute to it. And from now on, we are going to stand on our own feet, take full responsibilities for what we do and what we believe in. And yeah, there will be times that we feel like it's just too much and tired, and you know, you just feel like giving up. But please don't give up. Try again and tell me your story when we meet again.